nunca he sentido. Y aunque no eras mío, lo sentí más y más. Oh baby, oh baby, yo sé que no debería quererte, pero ahí empezó mi deseo a verte. Ahora quiero que estés a mi lado y en mi alma ya perteneces. Quédate aquí conmigo, voy a darte mi amor, voy a ser la mujer que llena tu corazón. Quédate aquí conmigo, piérdete en mis brazos, voy a ser la mujer que ilumina toda tu vida. Yo sé que no debería quererte. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. I'm Veronica La Consentida. This is the Musica Mi Casa podcast. And I am so excited to be here. I am actually interviewing an artist today, which is exciting because I'm usually the artist that everybody's interviewing. So this is like, yay, I get to interview an artist, a sister in the music, I guess you can say. Her name is Maritza Gomez, and she'll be coming online in a little while. I'm just making sure that everything's perfect. In the meanwhile, I want to let you know that life has been good, and I hope your life is good too. There's been a lot going on. The music is doing great. You know, I'm up for the Guadalupe Awards nomination, so I'm very excited, and I want to thank everybody for voting. And if you haven't voted, please vote. We only got to the 30th, and it is the 25th today, so we don't have very much time. Please continue to vote. But with no further ado, I want to bring in our guest and, share the link, share the live, because we're going to be asking her a bunch of questions and finding out who she is. All the artists in Texas, I don't really know who they are because I'm in Las Vegas. So I get really excited to learn about artists that are in Texas because I want to be known as an artist also in Texas, but I'm here. So this gives us the opportunity to share the artist with the followers in Las Vegas, which is really, really cool. All right. Well, with no further ado, I will bring her online. Here we go. Here she is.
Hola
Hello.
todos. Saludos.
Hello.
Thank you for having me on your show. Gracias.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for being my guest. I am excited because I get to interview an artist when I'm usually the one I get interviewed. So now I get to ask the questions, right? So that's super cool. So tell me, where in Texas do you live?
I am from Laredo, Texas. We are border, right? Soy fronteriza, so we are a border to Nuevo Laredo, Tamaulipas, Mexico.
Wow. That's fantastic. I'm just trying to make sure I share everything while we're getting started here. Um, I've never been to Laredo, never. So that's really cool. I mean, I'm learning about all the different areas in Texas. I love Texas. The people are so nice there, and I like to know what's happening, where are there events everywhere. I just think it's really cool that you're from Texas. Were you born there?
Yes, I was born in Texas, and we do have several international bridges. that border Mexico, and they're all located in Laredo. So we that's why we are a border city. Our biggest commodity is transportation. So we are in the transportation industry. So we do have a lot of those huge 18 wheelers coming in and bringing in products to the U.S. and importing and exporting products.
Wow, that's a great. That's cool. Do you ever go sing over the border? Like, do you ever go to Mexico and sing over there?
No, I haven't had the opportunity to do that. Uh,
Oh,
but yes, it's a lovely city. We're divided by a river, um,
oh,
and that's the only thing that divides both our cities. It's El Rio Grande or El Rio Bravo that uh, the people from Laredo know it. It's El Rio Grande, but we call it El Rio Bravo.
oh, okay. Really quick. Hello, La Jolla. My promoter's online. She's watching. La Jolla Promotions, and also Juan Mendoza's watching right now. We got El Mejor Texiera, a friend of mine. So we've got quite a few people coming in. Has she come to? Oh, La Jolla's asking if you've come to San Antonio before to sing.
Yes, in fact, I was there in the spring in March for the TTMA fanfare. I was on stage. I think I did get to meet La Jolla there. Mhm.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, great. Well, if you ever go back, like we will know you. You know what I mean? We'll recognize you and go, "Oh, that's the one that was on the podcast." you know? So that'll be nice. So yeah, so what age did you start singing?
Well, I started at a young age. It was my sister and I. We are from Laredo, but after our parents divorced, my mom relocated the family to the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex area, and she was a single parent, so she used to sing, and she coached us. And
Oh,
weekend every Saturday we were at the High Ho in Grapevine, Texas, and so that was a way of us helping support the family and help with the bills with my mom. And then we were there for several months, I believe, and then after after a while, things got a little bit more stable for us as far as now my mom had a full time job, so she didn't take us to perform at Hi Ho anymore. And so the owner used to come. He wouldn't give up. He would come and knock on the door and ask my mom, ¿Dónde están las niñas? No han ido las niñas. And my sister and I would hide and we would listen and eavesdrop. And my mom would tell him, no, ya no van a ir. They're not going anymore. There's no need for them to go. So ellas nada más van a cantar en la iglesia y en el coro de la escuela.
mm,
So, of course, we were disappointed, right? But we would still sing at home. And of course, yes, at church and in school. But we continue to sing. We would still participate in family gatherings. And eventually, my mom brought us back to our hometown, to Laredo, and we would sing at weddings, again, family with the family. We'd sing at weddings, quinceañeras, backyard parties, etc. And we joined the band in high school and in middle school. And we still would continue to sing, just not the way we started off as.
okay. So you really liked it? You really liked singing?
Yeah. So, like I said, my mom used to sing, and then my dad's father, my grandfather or paternal grandfather, was involved with back then las caravanas de artistas. That's what they would call them. So he would travel with on buses or transportation with a lot of musicians, and he would play with them, or he would sometimes introduce them at on stage and such. And then my maternal grandfather, my mom's dad, he used to play the violin. So
Oh, so it's in your family.
music was, yes, in our
In
DNA.
your genetics, yeah. I think that's actually something common. I mean, I've met a few artists where nobody in the family sings, but most of the time it's just in the genes. Somebody somewhere was a singer or a musician, or I wish that I could play instrument. I don't play any instruments at all. I just sing. But some people have amazing talent to me. I'm very like just shocked, like they could play an instrument, sing, write songs, and that's just amazing that some people have all that.
Mm, yes, they do.
Do
Uh,
you play an instrument?
I do not play an instrument on stage. When I was in band, I did play an instrument. I actually played two. I played the clarinet and I also played the tuba.
Oh, okay. I think La Jolla says she played the clarinet. I don't know. She could confirm that on here. La Jolla, did you play the clarinet too? I think a lot of people start with that instrument. I think. I don't know. I never got to learn that either. So, yeah. So let's watch the video. The one that I told you that's the most popular I see on your YouTube. What's the name of that song?
Is it Ni modo?
Yes, Ni modo. It's where you come out talking in the beginning.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So let's watch that video so we can get a little taste of your style, and then we'll come back and ask you some more questions. Okay. All right.
Cuando era niña, acompañaba a mi abuelita a visitar a nuestros seres queridos, que ahora duermen en el otro mundo. Este es mi libro donde escribo mis canciones y que cuentan las historias de los vivos y de aquellos que ya no están con nosotros. Dicen que cada vez que ellos escuchan sus historias, despiertan y regresan para visitarnos. Mi abuelita decía que mientras recordemos y contemos las historias de nuestros seres queridos, ellos siempre vivirán.
Me abandonaste por un amor, sin importarte mi dolor, ni modo.
Where was that video recorded?
That was recorded in Laredo, my home,
Oh, okay.
at the Lake Casablanca.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Lake Casablanca, and so we had our cinematography crew there, AJO Films, Jonathan Aguilar, saludos, and
Saludos.
even photography también. So it was amazing. Um, in fact, I usually like to record or keep everything within my hometown. My hometown means a lot to me. So we went and recorded there for that reason. But I wanted something that that was with having to do with water in the background or something. And I said, well, definitely not a pool. You know,
Right.
I don't think a pool would do it. So we were brainstorming, and we thought about El Rio Bravo. But then there's always that there may be a, well, what if the border patrol come, because it's so close to Mexico.
Yeah.
That no, I think we're
That
safe.
would be scary. That would be a total twist on the song, right?
Anymore.
All the immigration people just start coming and tearing everything down.
Yeah.
You would make the news though. They always say good news or bad news, but you're making the news?
So we just said, no, play it safe. We just go to the lake. Okay, let's. But it
Yeah,
was,
that's
it was
great.
hilarious. So it was interesting because we were planning first, the planning stages, and as an English teacher, um I wanted to put in some literary elements in the video, right? Because it's totally different from going into the literary aspect of video, right, or images versus audio, right? So in this case, obviously symbolism played a big factor in the video. So you got your colors, right, and the black and the white, the symbolism behind that, the flowers. Then you've got the Katrina there on the book, right? And uh,
Right.
I wanted to keep that, right, and because I knew my students, or young adults, right, because I teach high school, they're eventually gonna look at it, right? Even though I speak English,
Yeah.
it's in Spanish, but the literary elements are in there.
Good. No, that's good. I think that's really the coolest part. When
Yeah,
you're an artist, you can create whatever you want. It's like, and a lot of times, like you work with people and they can't really see the vision that you see, sometimes. And sometimes they see and they add to the vision. So it's just good to create. I'm a creator. I stay up till 3. La Jolla knows. I stay up till 3, 4 in the morning creating things. I'm a graphic artist, so I love creating. And that's like the funnest part, I think,
yeah,
of being an artist, right? Because you get like what you see in your mind, you get to make it come to life, right?
yes, absolutely, yes.
Yeah. We have Leal Broadcasting watching.
Hello, is it Mr. Santos Leal, el
No,
padrino?
it's his son,
Oh, right. Hello.
Mark. Yeah. So hello.
Hola,
I
Mark.
gotta go visit Santos again because I always love visiting him. Such a sweet. He's now my Nino. I already adopted him. So
Hola, padrino de la onda tejana.
yeah, he's the Godfather, right? He's the Godfather. So La Jolla's saying yes, she played the clarinet and the bass clarinet in marching band.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you guys should do something with that since you both play the clarinet. I don't know. Can you do a duet with two clarinets? I don't know. I don't know.
And a solo or something, but yeah.
Yeah. So did you write that song? That was one of my questions.
Yes, yes, I
Oh, good.
mono. Yes, in fact, I write all of my songs. And so I started writing in October of 2020, right? But I didn't know that I could write songs.
Most of the time it's like that. You really don't know until you try?
That's true. And so it 2020 will forever leave a mark on all of us, because it was COVID, right? For us that lived there, was horrible, a horrible experience.
Yeah.
We lost a lot of loved ones, uh,
Yes.
and so that is when I first wrote my first song. I too had lost a loved one, a really close friend of the family that we loved
Oh no.
very much. And so and he passed. And so that day I just sat on my sofa looking outside of our of the door towards our backyard, where we would always gather and have come together, to sing and cook out and just celebrate. And and so I longed for that. I missed it, and so I just started writing. I wrote a song called "Grita Conmigo," and uh, and I don't know. I mean, I was so focused. I wrote it, and when I came back to it immediately, I already knew the melody. The,
Well, then you've got the gift, because that's usually what happens.
I
Yeah.
might read it, and I was already singing it.
Yeah, that's like the way it just kind of comes in you, and you just and
Mm,
then you're like, "Wait, is this a song already, or why do I have this in my mind?" Cuz you're thinking you're like singing somebody's song, but it's actually like a new song, but
yes,
it feels so comfortable that sometimes you think it's a song that's already made, right?
yes, exactly. And
Yeah.
so at the time, Ruben Vargas, who's part of my production team, um, he was, my daughter was a freshman. So obviously, a lot of the freshmen in 2020, they didn't attend high school because they were all, virtual. So she was in the orchestra, and she was taking virtual orchestra at the high school. And I just wanted her to brush up on the skills. So I contacted Ruben, and Ruben was giving her also classes virtually for the violin. and
Mm.
and so I said, you know what, I'm gonna, I don't know, do something as well with Ruben virtual. And so I started taking voice, and then he says, Maritza, have you ever thought of recording? I'm like, what? Yeah, recording. And I said, well, you know what, I wrote a song. Oh, really? And so I sent it as we were, talking. And
Oh, we lost you. Oh,
is
there you
very gifted. He plays all of the instruments, every single instrument he plays. So I sent it to him, and I said, and you know what? For some reason, I already have the melody. So he said, a ver, cántala. And I started singing. And he says, me gusta para mariachi.
go. Mm.
So we ended up, oh, and I said, okay, so how are we going to do this? And he said, I can play all the instruments, and it's going to be a mariachi song. And I said, okay, where are we going to record it? And he says, oh, we're going to record it with Rene. And I said, Rene? Who's Rene? Rene Gasca. And he lives here in Laredo. And I said, I don't even know who Rene is. And he said, Rene Gasca is the trumpet player for Bidi Bidi Bam Bam for Selena y Los Dinos song. And he lives in Laredo. And I said, oh, I had no idea. And so from that, it just went into the recording studio. And if you hear that song, Grita Conmigo, it's like a Mariachi Vargas is playing it, but it's Ruben playing all the instruments. And Rene did all the
Wow.
engineering part. He glued every single instrument. I just went and I laid the voice, and he made it happen. It was just magic. And from then on,
Well, it was
I
meant to
just
be.
kept
It was
writing
meant to be.
songs, recording, and now 4 years later, I'm nominated to the Hano Music Awards, Best Female of the Year. And
That's
it's
awesome.
something that it's difficult to, I don't know, like to
Why is it difficult?
explain, because it just went from one edge to the next level. And
But
uh
that's God.
and
That's the way God
it's just
works,
amazing. it's
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 like God
amazing,
works
and
that
I,
way.
I strongly feel that it has a lot to do with the people that are behind your music, and the people that are in your support system, right? And in my case, the people in my support system is my family, my husband, my entire family.
Yeah. Well, I was just saying,
And
I
the
don't know if
people
you're
that are
here.
in my music, well, it's like Rene, Ruben, my publisher, right, my publishers, right, Menantes Publishing, Juan Mendoza, La Lisa Promotions, and then of course your hometown, your roots, right? My husband Kika G, and there, there's a radio station here locally that I'm so grateful to them. And then of course it has to do with the effort that you put in your music. They're continuing to play my songs. Sometimes I'm driving to school to work, and I'm tuning in to their station, and there goes my song. I'm driving to school with my song playing in the background, because they're playing it and people are requesting it. So I feel very blessed, that in such a short amount of time, 4 years later, I wrote my first song. uh, 4 years ago, 4 years later today to the date, because I wrote it in October of 2020, and this is October 2024. I get the call that I'm nominated by Juan Mendoza. Called me and said, you're nominated for the Tejano Music Awards 2024 with Bino G and TTMA. Um, it's my first nomination. I've never been there at the Boeing Center. I'm looking forward to attending, and just taking it all in, and of course to meet all those great artists that are going to be there,
Yeah,
and taking pictures with them
I'm actually going to be
as
going, so
well.
I'll be
So I'm
watching.
just I'm sometimes it just feels unbelievable, but I'm living it, so I know it's real.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
And I can't hear you, Veronica. I think you're kind of frozen right now.
Oh, really? I was just thinking that. Hold on. Hello? Hello? Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Veronica,
Let me see. Mm, I don't know. We kind of
I
froze.
think we're having some technical difficulties, maybe,
You want to get out?
perhaps.
Maybe get out and in again. Uh, let me see. Um, I don't know if you can hear me. If someone could let me know that they can hear me, that would be great. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Okay, you're still muted.
I think I hear you.
You're kind of frozen, Veronica.
Hmm. Let me see. Let's see if she gets my message because I can hear her,
It
but
could be
she
the
can't
Wi
hear
Fi
me.
between Las Vegas and South Texas.
I don't know. Do you want to let me see. Just a second,
Okay, I'm going
people.
to log off and then I'll log back in.
Yeah,
It could be that.
that would be good. Yes. Yeah. Well, while she does that, I have another couple of videos, but it's great to be able to interview artists all over the United States. So if you're an artist that would like to be interviewed on my show, please contact me. The show's name is Tu Música Mi Casa. You can contact me on any of my social medias, Veronica La Consentida. I'm looking for different bands and I'm looking for different singers because I have big plans for next year to bring different artists here to Las Vegas. I have a few venues that are interested again in my honey dances. And so, if anyone out there is interested, please contact me. Here she is again. Let's see if she can hear me.
Yay, I can hear
You can
you.
hear me. Yay. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think it just got stuck or something. But I was trying to say, because I was like trying to talk. When you were talking, I was like, I want to tell her this. And you couldn't hear me. But I was saying that I totally believe that it's God. Like when there's a plan, one way or another, it'll find you. Like the plan will connect with you. And I think that God had this for you. And it wasn't in your plan, but it was in God's plan for you to, sing and do your music and all this is happening. I mean, I understand because I'm a singer and a songwriter too. And when things happen, I'm like, I say that it's like God throwing down some confetti from heaven. Here, enjoy this. God is just throwing poquita confetti. it all comes sprinkling down, and it's like, wow, this is wonderful. And I think that makes life so beautiful. Those moments where you're like, how did this happen? But it happened so easy. You know what I mean? So it's like it was meant for it to be. And we just like humbly go, thank you. Thank you for this experience in my life, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, being grateful, and not, not only to that higher being, right? To the Lord, but also the people that you've encountered on your way to where you are today. They somehow as well played a big role in putting you where you are.
Yeah. We want to say hello to Gavino. Gavino's played a big part in my career promoting as well, and has done some opened some amazing doors for me. Gavino Promotions. Um, okay, Juan is saying he can hear us, both of us. So that's good. And La Joya is saying that she remembers meeting you in fanfare. And
Yes,
and congratulations on your nomination.
thank
I hear both of y'all. Okay, so she's saying she hears us too. So that's good. So let's go to this other song. There's one where you're by an ocean, I believe. It's just a picture, but there's a song. Uh Maybe
you.
you'll be surprised which one I found. But let's go to another song of yours, okay? And then we'll come back and you can tell us more about it. All right?
Aunque estos meses fueron largos para ti, gracias por dejarme ver tus ojos y sonrisas y escuchar tu voz por última vez. Que gano con llorar si ya te perdí. 3 meses juntos fue tu regalo más hermoso para mí. Con tus manos detuviste el tiempo. Al juntar mis manos con la tuya, regresé al pasado, abrazándote fuerte. Cuántos recuerdos, cuántos recuerdos.
are you? There you are. There
Uh,
you are. Sorry about that. I thought I clicked on both. So, did you write that song as well?
yes, Tres Meses Juntos. Mhm.
Okay. And is there a particular reason why you wrote that song?
Well, as as singer songwriters, only the writer, right? We know why we wrote it, right? But
Right.
songs are always up for interpretation, right? And so when my niece first heard it, right away she's like, "Ay, quién era?" Tres quién, So
That's funny.
yeah,
I'm laughing because I can relate to people asking me, why'd you write that song?
but it's a very special song that my husband didn't know also that I had written the song. And so when we were driving up to the studio to record it, he thought I was going to record a cumbia, right? So actually, the only one that knew, because it's kind of hard sometimes to keep something, from a family member, his
Yeah.
husband. So I was like, how am I gonna practice it? How am I gonna do this? So my daughter was attending the same high school where I work at, so we would drive to school together, and so those would be my practice sessions from home to school, and back, with that song. So when we were driving up, to record it, he thought I was recording a cumbia, and so he gets there and we start practicing the song, right? And he's like, he doesn't hear it first with the music as a cumbia, so he's looking at me weird, and then when I started singing it, he just walked out. I wrote it for his mom,
Oh, okay.
who passed.
Wow. Oh, okay. Well, that was a beautiful gift then,
Yes,
right?
yes, it was.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful song.
Uh-oh, I lost your face.
Hmm. Mm.
I don't see you anymore.
Oh, I'm coming. I'm coming. Let me see. Let me try. So there we go.
There you go. Okay.
It's a beautiful song, that I wrote for her, right? Um, and and so it was the 3 months that she gave us.
Wow.
And that's why I call it Tres Meses Juntos. But
Oh.
it's up for interpretation, right? So the rest of the family had no idea, and so right away they're putting, you know,
They're like, who has she known for 3 months?
yeah,
I want to say hi to Marco, Najera, and Elvira. Elvira is my cousin, so they're tuning in. If you want to say hello, um, thank you guys for tuning in, and make sure you share the live so people can get to know Maritza.
yes, gracias por acompañarnos. Besos.
Yeah, yeah. So Maritza, what's happening? Where are you presenting yourself? What are you doing right now?
So we have a tailgate coming up for the class of '89 for the high school that I graduated from. And I've been invited to perform at the tailgate on Saturday, November the 9th. So
Okay.
we're there, and looking forward to looking at everybody once more. So the tailgate brings together all of the former graduates, not just the class of '89, but everyone that has graduated from Nixon High School, gather together, and by class. They have their groups by class, and we visit each other. This has been going on for decades, and I attended one for the very first time last year, but only for like an hour or so, because I was just coming in from one of the performances out of town. So I just dropped in, and this year I intend to go way earlier, and meet everybody and say hello to everyone. and of course perform and as as a symbol of joy and gratitude, because they've always been supporting me in my music as well. So I feel that that is a way for me to thank them through my music. And um and and then I'm also in going to be collaborating with a music project with Tony Guerrero and his son Marcos of La Sombra, and
Oh,
with
great.
one of my songs. And so I'm really looking forward to that, coming up this fall and really soon. And I've always seen Tony as, we have our Vicente Fernandez with mariachi. He's the Vicente Fernandez of the cumbia. And he's amazing. I My husband and I met with him. We went to his home. Saludos a Tony and Marcos, beautiful, talented men, and very, very strong in that music genre, and it's just amazing. I can't wait to get that project out.
Well, congratulations. That's awesome.
You.
So we're gonna watch the last video and then we'll come back. This one's a holiday video. I think it's good to show it because the holidays are coming up. It kind of gets you in the mood, because it's already time. We got to start making canela, even though the weather doesn't want to follow what we're supposed to be doing because here in Vegas it's still hot. It's not, but I'm already like, can we start drinking canela and hot chocolate and tamales? Like, what's happening? Come on, weather, like follow. But yeah, so we're gonna watch the holiday song. What's the name of it?
Feliz holidays.
Oh, Feliz Holidays. All right.
Despiértate, levántate, con las luces brillando y esferas del árbol esperándote.
Sorpréndete y gózate. Los regalos, sonrisas y abrazos con la familia disfrutar.
Feliz holidays, feliz holidays. People shopping, singing and laughing, sleigh bells ringing at your door. Feliz holidays, feliz holidays. People shopping, singing and laughing, sleigh bells ringing at your door. Prepárate y acompáñame. Juntos vamos con nuestras familias y amigos para celebrar.
Costumbre y tradición, dulces momentos y recuerdos llenos de felicidad.
Feliz holidays, feliz holidays. People shopping, singing and laughing, sleigh bells ringing at your door. Feliz holidays, shopping, singing and laughing, sleigh bells ringing at your door.
De parte de Maritza Gomez
Y Carlos P. García, les deseamos una feliz Navidad.
y un próspero año nuevo.
Feliz holidays, everybody.
I think that was my favorite one because it kind of gets you in the mood, for the holiday season. It's really a beautiful song. Did you write that as well?
Yes.
Wow, what a great song. I think a lot of people should use that song for the holidays.
Yes, absolutely. So, I had promised myself that I was never going to write a Christmas song.
Why?
Mm.
Why? Can I ask why?
That's why I didn't want to write it. I didn't want to write it. So, for all the singer songwriters out there, never say never. Try it. Get out of your comfort zone and face whatever it is that's preventing you from writing it. Do it. So, like I told you, my parents were divorced when I was 5, so our Christmases were not that great. So that's why I didn't want to write it.
Oh.
And my brother was always telling me, you need to write a Christmas song, and he lives in Fort Worth. And I said, no, and you know why? And he says, well, I can write it with you. And I said, you know what? I'm not gonna put him through those memories. If anybody's gonna go through it, it's me. And so I sat down and I said, you know what? I don't want to think about that. I'm gonna tap into a memory that I've always had, and that was how one day my Christmases would be.
That's great.
Yes.
Can you hear me? I lost you again on screen.
Uh,
Can you hear me though?
yes, I can hear you.
Okay. See if you can get back on screen.
Let me see. I must have pressed something. Okay, here we go. There we go.
So a lot of times, like, I mean, I know this is a weird way to think about it, but I always talk about this. We go through so many things as a child that really affects us as adults. But I truly believe that there's a plan in everything because of that, you wrote this beautiful song. So it's not always a negative. You know what I mean? A lot of times when you're going through a lot of struggles or there's a lot of dysfunction and there's a lot of bad things in our childhood, we grow up and be some of the most peaceful, loving, giving, talented people because of all of those emotions that we
Yeah.
went through. So
Mhm.
I like want to tell people that want to do things, use that in a positive way. If you're a painter, make a beautiful painting that expresses all the hurt that you went through in your life because that painting is going to be beautiful to someone else that can relate to it. You know what I mean? So you're saying you thought of how maybe you wanted your Christmases to be. And
Yes.
this is what made this song. So for me, I think that's a beautiful background to what you did. And that says a lot, and that can inspire someone else that maybe
Yeah.
thinks, no, I'm not good at anything. I can't do this. No, you can use that. Oh, I lost you again, Maritza. Oh, there you are. But I'm just, I like to just express these kind of things because I think a lot of times people get so down and so depressed, sometimes even suicidal, it's really bad. But
Mhm.
those moments might be given to you for a purpose, for
Right.
a purpose to heal someone else, you know?
Ye-
So I congratulate you on that as well. That's really good that you did it anyways.
Yes. And it it was difficult when I first sat down because again I didn't want to tap into those memories, but it was easy in the sense that without even me knowing, I had somehow already written that song when I was growing up, because I had always envisioned how one day my Christmases would be. You know,
Right. Right.
was easy when I tapped into those memories of how I one day envisioned those Christmases to be, because I was just writing it and 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 having fun with the memory.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
Juan Mendoza saying they're gonna have a Christmas channel on Tejano TV, so I'm sure he's gonna highlight that song for sure.
thank you, Juan. Thank you, Lina. Thank you both so much. Yes.
Yes, thank you guys. Thank you for myself as well, personally, because they're also helping promote me and just doing a fantastic job moving mountains for me to get known. So that's really good. you know, they're a really good team, right?
Yes, they are. They're the wonderful people to have in your support system and in your music también with your music. They're great on that.
I have Ezequiel, one of my good friends watching. Hola, Ezequiel. Rodriguez. He's someone that really helped me out too during my time when I was coming up. He really, really helped support me. So, any last things? Where can they find your music? How do we get a hold of Maritza if Maritza is someone that they want to have at their event? Go ahead and share all your contacts.
Yes, absolutely. Just before that, just want to give a shout out to Carlos P. Garcia, who I did the collaboration of Feliz Holidays on that
Oh
song.
yeah, good singer.
Also from Laredo. So, gracias, Carlos, y muchos saludos y bendiciones para ti y tu familia. We're really quick. We're gonna hit that song again in the spring. I mean, in Christmas for December, for the month of December. As you saw, that was in the parade that we promoted that song. We were limited to the amount of time that we could promote it because and put it out, because it went out in latter part of November, and then we knew we only had 1 month to put it out because that was the holidays, and then January was Christmas is over. So we decided to get on a float for the parade at here in Laredo for the Christmas parade, and then thanks to Juan and Lila, they distributed my music, and it was pretty much playing all over the place, and especially here locally. So when we got on the float, that song had already been playing for about, I don't know, maybe 4 or 6 days here locally. And when we were on the float, we were singing the song live, and people were singing the song. They
Oh,
knew the lyrics and
that's
dance.
the best feeling.
And we were on that float singing, and I remember looking at Carlos, and he's looking at me, and we're looking at the crowd, and they already knew the song.
That is amazing
It
feeling, right?
an amazing feeling. So this year, guess what? We're on that float again. So, and it's on December the 14th at 12 noon. We're going to be on that float. Feliz Holidays is coming to you. And thanks to all the DJs, all the people that are interviewing, like you, Veronica, you can put my song out, and I hope it brings you so much joy, just like it brings us now.
Well, the amazing thing about holiday songs, which I love, you get to promote them every year. They don't get old. Like every year, you could pull it out again, dust it off, and put it back out. you know,
Yes,
that's what's awesome about holiday songs.
yes, and so the importance also that I always emphasize is the support system. So my sister, her oldest lives in Washington. So we um we got on a plane, right? My mom, my sister, my family, and there was about 9 of us on that plane. And our first stop was Las Vegas. We went
Oh,
the Las Vegas ballpark. We knocked on the door and we said we got a Christmas song. And we got a Christmas song.
oh, great.
They played it at the Las Vegas ballpark. Okay.
Oh, great.
And then so we went to Washington, and and so they played it at one of the halls that they have there. And so it was just amazing. It was
Well,
amazing.
it's a gorgeous song. That's why. I mean, people can tell that that is a really happy song. It's up there with Feliz Navidad.
And working with young adults. Okay, so when I before it even hit the radios or it was distributed, I played it here at the house, And so my daughter, she was in high school at the time. So when I played it, and she had not heard the song or anything, right? And I played it in the living room. She comes out of her room, and so she's coming out, like she likes it. And he says, "Hey, mom, that's catchy. That's you singing, right?" I said, "Yeah." She says, "That's catchy." So right away, I was like, "Okay, young adults like it because
Yeah, that's important, right? Because you never know where, where it'll hit them. You don't know.
yeah." I said, "Finally, a song that she likes, that she really likes."
I'm the same way. I show my kids stuff and I watch their facial expressions. I'm like, okay, her eyes are like kind of distracted. That means she doesn't like it. Or, you know what I mean?
So,
So you don't know.
right, we never know. And so I knew right there that I had made some magic. That
Good.
that Santa, that was going to be one of Santa's favorite songs. And sure enough, it hit the airwaves, and people were playing it and singing it and dancing to it. And so it's going to be coming out again,
Good.
holiday season. And so if anybody out there wants to continue listening to any of my songs, you can log into my YouTube channel, Maritza Gomez 2020, my TikTok channel, Maritza Gomez 2021. If you want me to come out for the holidays, you can reach out to me at right now my number 956-229-4687, and start reserving those holiday dates, and I'll be there for sure.
Perfect. Perfect. All right, Maritza, is there any last things? We're going to close it out now. I just want to tell you thank you very much for this interview. I was very excited to interview another artist because I'm always being interviewed. I'm like, yes, I get to interview an artist. So I got to learn a lot about you. It was a pleasure having you on. Tu Música Mi Casa is a show, and anything you need, you can reach out to me as well. I'm here for supporting and helping, and I'm in San Antonio a lot, so just let me know, if there's anything I could do for you.
Yes, and I want to thank you también, Verónica La Consentida, por invitarme a tu show. I'm really excited to have met you. And when you're a singer songwriter and you meet another singer songwriter, I had my first experience meeting Beto Ramon, and he's also from Laredo. And when I saw him, we locked eyes, just like I'm locking eyes with you. We're like, "Oh, in there, what other songs you got in there?"
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking, I just started visualizing like we are the world. Like we should do something, all the artists, in Texas, and just do this beautiful, song together, because there's so many people that have so much love for the music and so much passion that it would just be an amazing to have some kind of collaboration with so many beautiful voices.
Yes, yes, I agree. But muchísimas gracias por escuchar mis canciones, a todos, a los que están viniendo ahorita también on this live stream. Muchas gracias por acompañarnos. Continue to request my songs, and I'm just very humbled that I am where I am today because of you liking my songs and you listening to them and you downloading them and requesting them. Muchísimas gracias a todos los DJs por estarla tocando mis canciones y por ponerme donde estoy ahora, Tejano Music Award nominee.
Yes, perfect. Well, God bless you, Maritza. We're going to close out with your holiday song again. I'm going to go ahead and close out with that one because that one was my favorite. All right. All right. You take care of yourself and God bless you, okay?
Ciao, everybody. Y feliz holidays.
Yep. Coming soon. Yes.
Despiértate, levántate, con las luces brillando y esperas del árbol esperándote. para celebrar.
Costumbre y tradición, dulces momentos y recuerdos llenos de felicidad.
Feliz holidays, feliz holiday. People shopping, singing and laughing, sleigh bells ringing at your door. Feliz holidays, feliz holidays. People shopping, singing and laughing, sleigh bells ringing at your door.
De parte de Maritza Gomez
Y Carlos P. García, les deseamos una feliz Navidad.
y un próspero año nuevo.
¡Feliz Holidays!